Ian, I say every time I read Shelton, he's the only one. Like when I read Ian's messages, I read it like in my own voice. When I read your message, I read it in my
Yeah.
own voice. Shelton is like, Ian, I say submit and see what happens. If you get the offer, I'll request it in writing. I hope he gets famous so I can just make my Shelton impression like carry me to success.
Yeah.
You know, fucking SNL and shit.
So hold on, what you drinking on?
Well, I knew you were gonna bake me when you saw it, but this is I think it's Stella Rose. If I'm not mistaken. Goddamn that. This is wine, sir. This is red wine. I'm on my Drake vibes right now.
I mean, when you said you pouring up, I thought it's pouring up a man's drink.
No, this is definitely females. This is definitely a feminine beverage. I do not give no fucks. I've always been like that, man. I used to go out and I would ask the bartender when I went out with my boys and shit. I was like, what's the most delicious thing you have behind there? Would be the question I ask. I don't give no fuck. It can have an umbrella in it, pineapple, colada. I give no fucks, man. I don't.
Everybody else,
because it's
everybody else got like this much and shaking it around.
Yeah,
yeah. Hold on.
They on fucking Mad Men and shit. Yeah, give me 2 straws, motherfucker. I want variety, 2 different color ones. I don't give no fuck. The thing is, I used to get mad because people always pretended like alcohol is delicious. Like you see motherfuckers drinking Hennessy and they lick their fingers and shit. I'm like, bro, that's not. You know that's not good.
It's like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. I used to work at a cell phone store, and I would drink like I was doing intermittent fasting, so I wouldn't eat breakfast in the morning, and I would drink black coffee because that kind of curbed appetite. And one of my coworkers was like, "You drink fucking black coffee? That's disgusting." Mind you, he loved alcohol. I'm like, bro, you drink fucking alcohol straight like that's worse. He's like, no, I actually like the taste. I'm like, you fucking lying. I get mad when people lie to me. Like, you're fucking lying. There's no way you just drank alcohol as a 16-year-old.
Now, unless it's one of those flavored alcohols.
Yeah, we're talking like hard liquor though, man. Not like no fucking Seagrams.
Yeah, if it's straight up like Hennessy or straight up Barton's gin.
Yeah.
No, that's what you put on wounds. You get Barton gin with a tourniquet. It comes in the bottle.
Medicine man, pass me the Hennessy. Nah, I'm all the way good. I never could fucking. My girl can't do it either. Like obviously she's a woman, but she can't. She can't take it. She wants like the.
So you said obviously it's because she's a woman. Like you feel differently if she could sit there and
we wouldn't have any chemistry. If we went down to our date and she just took some Hennessy to the head, I would have just logged on to Tinder and found somebody else.
I feel like hey, y'all went on a date and you sitting there order. Let me get a martini, sir, with an umbrella. And she said, let me get some Hen Rock. No chaser, just straight on ice. Came to the table.
I've been checking for like Adam's apples and shit.
Yeah, I really feel like y'all when y'all got the bill, she like just slide the bill over here. I got it. And then you would have been like, you getting these panties tonight.
I don't care, man. I used to be real like fearful of drinking alcohol though, because I started doing everything late. Like I did nothing on time. So like smoking, all that kind of shit was like my 20s. So I was fearful of drinking alcohol because I thought like when you watch people on TV, they always like become a different person. Like you would see people drink alcohol and freak out and rage out and all that kind of shit. So I was like, okay, well, alcohol makes you lose control. So the first time I actually got drunk, I was like, nigga, I feel the same way. I just don't give a fuck about anything. But I still feel the same. Like I'm still aware of what's going on. Like I'm not going to do anything that sober me really wouldn't do. So that made
me. So you want gone.
Say what?
So you want gone then?
I was though. I've done shit where it's like, I remember this one time, probably the drunkest I ever got. I was like, remember sitting on the bathroom floor at this restaurant. Like I was in the stall. Like I had to take a shit. Took a shit, got up and just sat down on the floor. And I was like, these are some comfortable ass towels. Like I don't know what the fuck these towels made out of, but I could sleep right here. But I knew that was a goofy ass thought as I was thinking. I knew it was goofy. So when I see people, like chicks be sleeping with people, I was drunk. It's like, bitch, you knew what the fuck was going on. Like you were still aware. You probably didn't care about the situation at that time, but you still knew what was happening unless you like blackout drunk. That's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought if you blackout. See, even when I'm drunk, I still can. I know what's going on. I have an idea what's going on. I just don't know how it's coming out of my mouth when I'm saying it.
Gotcha.
Like, I feel like I'll see the deaconess walk by. In my head, I'm like, Sister Johnson, I really appreciate you passing the offering plate here. Where it really was having is, hey, bitch, give me the goddamn money. So it's like, but I don't know about it until the next day. They're like, you heard what you said to Sister Johnson? So
the question is, why the fuck are you around Sister Johnson? What is Sister Johnson doing? You know what I mean? Like, is this 2 a.m.? You drunk, Sister Johnson out at the club as well?
No, it was 11:47 a.m. in church.
Yeah, some wild days.
So, on your screen, I'm split screen.
Yeah, we're side by side right now, and that's kind of how I wanted it. The trick is, like, for me now, I shouldn't have got a haircut because now I'm admiring my barber's fucking craftsmanship. He about pissed me off the other day though because I went to his chair, and he had me in there too long. It was just too long of an experience. It's like, bro, I don't even want the fucking cut no more. I should have just let my shit just grow out because you got me for an hour and a half. So he had me sit in the chair, got my cut and everything. But then at the very end, he kept taking out more tools. I'm like, nigga, I thought I was supposed to be. It's like, what are you doing with a rag? And she's like, what are you doing with all these different tools? It's like 12 different type of clippers. He put out 4 different type of scissors. It's like, bro, I don't need to be that beautiful. I don't need to be that gorgeous. Then at the very end, he had me take, they take pictures and shit. They put the ring light on, spin your chair and record it. And I've done that before. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he spins me around. I'm good.
So that's why.
Here's the thing. Then he gonna tell me, all right, now smile for me. Oh, nigga, I've never had a barber tell me to say cheese.
Fucking smile.
Yeah, he wanted me to smile for the fucking picture.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. And you already got that, like, kind of homosexual relationship with your barber anyway. That's like the closest thing a straight man can do to homosexual his relationship with his barber.
Because ain't nothing worse than they gotta trim your mustache and this part of your finger gotta rest on your lip. Yeah. So you're sitting there nice and calm and cool, all of a sudden it's
just graze it.
Then you try not to lick your lip because you don't want them to feel the back of their knuckle wet. You don't want to make them and lick their knuckle. You're going,
He was in the chair looking goofy, man.
Yeah.
They just have some dumbass conversations about barbershop, though. I just be sitting there listening to them. Like, it's hard for me to be around stupid conversation because it's very hard for me not to say something. You're just, like, aggressively wrong about some shit. You've seen it in the group. You've seen, like, people say crazy shit. I'm like, well, actually, that's it does not go that way. This is here's a little bit of research. Here's some links. Here's some source for the information. I can't.
And see, I always like to say, especially one of my barbers, I always like to spin my chair around and say, where'd you get your information from? Because he's always wrong. He's loud and wrong.
Loudest people normally the most wrong.
Yeah. I said, and it's like, he's loud and wrong, and he takes a long time to do his cuts. Like, I'll get in the chair, and I'll get out of my chair and be done. He's had the same guy in his chair before I even got in it, and I'm leaving before him. Because he's one of those barbers, cut the clippers on and be like, hey, man, you know what I just saw yesterday? I saw the Lakers and the Clippers play. Yeah, man, it was good. And LeBron is such and such.
Yeah.
So he wanted them barbers to take forever.
No,
every barbershop got your old stereotypical type barbers. You got the one that's real good, and this is something I was gonna shoot a skit on too, by the way. You got one that's real good, and he the one that got all the people waiting for him. You got one that is gonna be you old guy that owns the shop, or he's friends with somebody on the shop. You're gonna have always the new guy that ain't really cutting nobody, and you can have that one guy who's sitting there and all he does is talk and crack jokes.
Yeah.
And it makes you think like, nigga, how do you make money? Because nobody's in your chair and you ain't here for 8 hours.
Yeah. Dude, it's the thing about barbershops to me that I hate is you can never find one that's like super professional. It's like you just have to get the best cut, identify the one to get you the best cut, and just rock with the most ignorant shit that you're going to experience, but not going to be professional. I would go to my
I can
old
imagine.
barber back in my hometown. He had standard barbering hours. I would go there like on a Wednesday at 2:00. Gone. Door locked, lights off. Where the fuck are you? Where are you going? What's going on? Like, you have numbers on the time on your fucking door for a reason, bro. Like, you can't say, not today. I'm gonna go run some errands. What the fuck are you talking about? And then he gave, like, I think it's part of when I was talking to Shelton about like the movie. He was telling me this one thing he didn't know was a lot of when he would get mad with like some things that happen on set. His brother told him, he was like, well, Sheldon, a lot of these comedians only become comedians because they got records. they can't get jobs nowhere else. So you're going to have to expect a certain behavior for that. And it's like barbers, man. A lot of barbers, dude, they ain't got the best histories. That's why they become barbers. And that's normally why the professionalism isn't that great. Because you're dealing with a motherfucker who just all I had to do.
And it's because they went to barber school for free.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they got neck tattoos and shit.
And I don't think I would want. I can't imagine going to a professional barbershop. Like, I don't want that. I think I've been hood barbershops for too long to now go in just to a barbershop where they spin me around the chair, cutting my hair and massaging my feet at the same time. The problem is if you get that professional barbershop, it's always coming at a professional price.
Yeah, I don't mind that though. I don't mind to pay for that. My barbershop is called Billionaire's Barbershop. Mad expensive. It's black owned though, right? You're not going to one of those fucking white motherfuckers with like the stripe cone in the front. None of that.
Yeah.
But they do everything you described. So over here chuckling when you was talking because like they'll wash your beard for you, all that kind of stuff. You want your beard washed? I'm like, let's go ahead and wash this thing, man. And lay you back, go ahead and scrub up in there.
They put gloves on and
they get up in it. You're just gonna be in there for a while.
How much you cut?
For me, it ends up being 30, just because I always tip $5. But the thing is, my son is also $25, which don't make a lick of sense. It don't make none. You see how massive my head is? I'm like, he has a fraction of this.
Because he's going by the amount of hair.
He going by the amount of hair.
Yeah, look at the amount of hair on your chin. Versus on his head.
I don't know what it is, man. We look at their price and it's the same thing. So if you getting like your beard done or getting like a lineup or something, it's like 25. And then kids are also 25. Like kids like from 13 to 17 are 25. And then kids below 13 are also 25. The math don't make no lick of sense.
Let's go. This cut here. This here is $20. $20. And I don't tip. I tip at Christmas time. I tip at Christmas. Think about it. And don't get me wrong. So I want people to listen to this show and think I'm an asshole. I don't tip. I tip at restaurants and all things like that.
Yeah.
But your barber, I don't tip barber because you've already set your price. Right? I'm coming to you to do the job that you say you do.
Yeah.
Nobody pays me extra money for running samples and letting you know if you got COVID or not. So if I tip, it's gonna be at birthday or Christmas. Let's be real. It's probably not gonna be birthday. The only reason I even know my about birthday because he went on boys. Yeah. So Christmas time, I might tip you.
Well, so I used to tip because I didn't want them to push my hairline back. I had a real delicate hairline, life support. Motherfucker was way back there, right? So I remember my old barber, I was like, I think I was fishing for compliments. I was like, yeah, my junk kind of pushing back a little bit. And he was just kept cutting my hair. He said, yeah, it's doing its thing. I said, you motherfucker. He's supposed to agree with me, you bastard.
No, this is doing good.
No, because I got you. No, yeah, it's doing its thing, bro. It's moving back there.
Yeah, it's back there.
I used to hate tipping though. Like I would think because it never made any sense to me. It's like this ain't my problem. This isn't my problem. Like I'm all about personal responsibility. You chose this motherfucking job, right? You chose. I didn't choose this for you. So it's a bad system. Like you paying your bills depends on a random stranger being nice. That's how you pay your bills.
And
right?
and think about it, don't make sense.
It don't make a lick of sense. Now I
So
get that some people got to do it, but I ain't doing that shit.
yeah, and so then my thing is, I always look at it as, if you want me to tip you $5, tell me your price is $25. Just tell me $25. Don't tell me it's 20, and then I give you $20. You be like, appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, hey, no, nigga, here you go. Peace.
See,
You should have told me it was 23.
I treat it like meritocracy, man. I don't mind tipping at all. I don't mind tipping. I don't like having to. I don't like having to. I don't like you telling me what to do. I don't like there being an expectation. Because like the conversation is like, especially when it comes to wait staff and stuff, like I get not tipping your barber. I understand that because they're making money regardless, right? But like waiters and stuff, they always complain about, oh, you make like 25 cents an hour.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, well, if you know that, if you know you make $2 an hour, I need you to be fucking delivering the greatest service. You know what I mean? Of all time. I need you to bring sparklers out to the table. I need my chicken to be crisp. I need my drinks to never get below half. That halfway. I need to always be filled up. Like if I was a waiter, I feel like I would be. That's how I would perform. It's like, okay, for me to get a tip, I need to wow these motherfuckers. Let me wow as many people as I can. If you come to me, man, and you don't like have any pleasantries, you don't ask me about my day, you don't give me any suggestions, you don't really take my order with any kind of enthusiasm. I wanted to perform this motherfucker. Like you gotta perform. I'm gonna tip you very well. You're gonna look at the check, you're gonna smile like, okay, this was a great ass tip. But if you come on the bare minimum, I'm gonna give you my standard, which is $2. I don't care how much the meal is. If the meal's $50, you get $2. Just so I can say I gave you something. If you perform though, I may tip you the same amount the meal is. You gotta wow me though.
And I like the waiters, the wait staff to come out, don't care male or female. Like you said, excite me about the menu, what I order. Make me feel like what I order is the absolute best thing they ever made.
It's game time for your big ass.
Let me get the chicken with the side of salmon. I want to be like, ooh, you get the chicken with the salmon? Yeah. I like when they lie to me. Oh, that's my favorite. Go ahead, what's next?
Yeah.
I know it ain't your favorite. You probably allergic to chicken.
That's a good choice.
But that's what I would say. If I would, let's be real. If I was a waiter, I would enjoy it because I was probably the one tasting the food at the table. I'd be like, man, that food look good. Can I get my fork and get a piece of that? I would make them laugh at the table. So I know I'm gonna get me bomb tips.
Yeah.
I know my tips are gonna be bomb. Because they would get a free comedy show.
That's what I'm saying. You being a comedian, my homeboy used to be a waiter. He was like, bro, you'll make so much money just by like having an entertaining personality, entertaining these folks. Because you want to give them people money. You already know the secret ingredient is, the secret agreement is, I'm doing all of this so you give me more money. You know that. It's never discussed, but you know you're doing all this extra shit because you want me to reward you at the end of the night. And I don't mind doing that. What I got a problem with is you respect that reward. A tip is, I forget the word I want to use. It should be looked at as extra. Because if you look at it as extra,
it's an add-on.
Doing extra stuff for it, right? It's looked at as you need to do this, a requirement. And if you don't do this, we're always gonna think you're an asshole. And I think that's the problem. Like as if it was a requirement, it should be built into the check. It shouldn't be up to you. It shouldn't be up to you. It's a requirement.
You put the automatic gratuity in.
Yeah. If that's how you want to do it. I think it's probably a better system, to be honest. Yeah. And then let me give more if I want to give more.
The problem with automatic gratuity is that's when you give you the bare minimum service. They don't have to go above and beyond because they're getting the automatic gratuity. Now, what I do think sucks for the wait staff is the automatic gratuity that gets shared, because you're gonna have person A that's giving you the standard open closed book performance. Yeah, what you want? Okay, But then you have person B over here doing cartwheels for their customer, and now they still gotta split it. That's what I don't like about wait.
I don't like that either. I don't like the whole sharing aspect of it. There was this dude in my hometown. His name is Mr. Beast, and he like goes viral on YouTube for like giving people outlandish shit. What he'll do is he'll say he just creates content, man, and his content is like charity focused. So he'll say, I just opened up a free store. So he'll like buy like PS5s and maybe even a vehicle and like put it in the store and tell people they have like 2 minutes to go in there and grab something. And then he'll upload it to YouTube. Or he'll go out to eat and leave someone like a chunk of gold as a tip. But he got to take that motherfucking gold. It's like, bro, I would hate that. I would hate that system. So I don't know, man. It's also people are gonna hate hearing this aspect of the podcast. This is a very touchy subject. People don't like the conversation of whether or not you should tip. It's supposed to be like automatic yes. The wait staff is victimized if they don't get a tip. And if you don't leave a healthy tip or at least X percent of whatever the total is, then it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
y'all down that hill. I don't give no fucks. You want a big tip from me? I need big service, bitch.
Yeah, because I do tip. I mean, I'm actually a great tipper.
Yeah, I like how you're like putting a button on that, like puts exclamation point. Just for the record, I do tip. This is all.
Yeah. In case anybody out there watching, I am a great tipper.
When you do this, unpopular, not unpopular. What's the name of this podcast? Goddamn it! This is Uninformed Opinions, the Uninformed Opinions podcast. Listeners,
two uninformed opinions.
Two uninformed opinions. We do tip. We're just this is entertainment. Okay, so we got to keep y'all laughing. But I don't.
So I just know that we both wore maroon V-neck t-shirts today.
You have maroon, my nigga. I have on red.
That's red?
It's a solid red. But you might
need to adjust your lights.
Take that COVID test again. You gotta you need to get checked. Your senses out of whack.
You need to adjust your lights. Your lights make it look good on this maroon. I mean, I bust ass. Well, let me back up. I didn't bust ass at work today, but it was busy enough. But then after that, I had to get off work early. Then I had to go to my daughter's school, and we met her teachers and everything for the first time when she was going. Then after that, I had to go run around and deliver all the shirts I made yesterday. Because I got my own t-shirt company called Tees and Soul. Did I tell you that?
I didn't know that. Go ahead and give me more information about your t-shirt company.
Yeah, a t-shirt company called Tees and Soul. We do custom apparel. So not only we give our own designs, but really take your design, bring it to life, and send me your garments to you. So I did that a lot of hand delivery yesterday.
I made a lot of colors wrong when you do your orders, given that you thought bright ass red shirt was maroon.
But that is not a bright ass red shirt. Somebody, you need to cut your light on behind you or something.
How long have you been doing the t-shirts?
Since 2015. No. 2014.
How long did it take you to learn like the process to make them? Because y'all like screen print them, right?
We do everything. Screen print, vinyl. Vinyl is the most popular one.
Why?
Vinyl is one I can get it to you the fastest.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can get it to you the fastest. So unless you get something that's multicolored or it's like blended of colors, then I have a screenshot. But if you want something that's like red, blue, gray, then that's easy. I can just bam and press those.
Yeah.
To learn it, it probably took me to learn the process. Took me 2 days. To learn it good, I'm still learning. I'm still learning all that. I learn something different at least once or twice a week. Something I do. I watch a lot of. When I think I've maxed myself out, and I know when I say this, you're gonna be like, "Bro, that's what I've been telling you all the time," but with a different category. When I think I've maxed myself out as to like, okay, I'm pretty good at doing this. I cut on YouTube. I could watch some other videos to see what else somebody else is doing, and watch their tutorials and what I do better with my own equipment. So then I go do like, oh shoot, I can do that, make that easier. So I'm always learning and teaching myself.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna start trying to apply in other areas.
You already know after this recording, I was gonna dig into that ass. Like you need to be trying to apply that same mindset other places. It's definitely a lot of people try to do t-shirts. Your t-shirts are real good. I've already seen pictures and stuff. But like my girl's cousin, like she just trying to dip her toe into it. And shitty bullshit shirts. one of my girl's other cousins actually reached out to her because she's just wanted to support. And she was like, yeah, I want to do T-shirts for my son's birthday party. So she gave her like this very clear concept and like even a reference photograph of like how she wanted of another T-shirt that she could have just from that person. And it's supposed to be like dinosaurs on it, and I forgot what it said, but that's not even important. The important thing was the fucking letters weren't centered. Like it was a row right here, and then the was right here below that row of words, and like it was overlapping a little bit. And it's like, how do you? I don't see how people make bad shit and they don't immediately see that it's bad.
Yeah, and then how to get delivered? I mean, it shouldn't even got delivered. Is she cockeyed?
She smokes a lot of weed, so it probably has something to do with it. But
yeah, so she heard herself like, oh, this is tight.
Yeah, it's like the spacing is off. The fucking image looks goofy. It's like you made this shit in 5 minutes. Now I don't know how long it takes to make a screen printer, but
did she charge for it?
She charged her for it. One no family fucking connection. It was just like, yeah, this is $25. $25 for this. Rocked it, but I was like, man, y'all get better. Like what you did. Pull up YouTube, man. And then she had fucking. That's one thing I hate about Facebook. Don't fucking, if you're listening to this and you're my Facebook friend, man, don't send me nothing about your business to like. I'm not liking no fucking business pages. I'm never gonna do it. Not because what that means is I like your page. I know it's easy to like a page. When I like it, every time you upload some goofy shit, I gotta see that goofy shit. I'm not interested. I'm not interested at all. I wish you could unlike it. I immediately get rid of notification because I'm not liking nobody's business page. I don't care if I know you, don't know you. I can love you. You can be a family member. If my mama send me some shit, I may like her. Yeah. But I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna like doing it. But I don't know. My Facebook is just fucking unhealthy. And what's really unhealthy is that fucking TikTok, man. Because putting content up there, even before we get on this conversation, I'm just fucking refreshing. Like every time I post a video, it's like,
trying to see your numbers.
More. Like, and it like TikTok fucks with you because like it incentivizes you to post a lot, and I think they kind of randomly make things go viral. So it's like a lottery. So it's like pulling like the slot machine, and then like you'll get jackpot, and that makes you want to try to get jackpot again, and then like you're broke doing it. So
that could be because my first video got like 8,000 hits on it. Mm-hmm. My other videos got 8.
Yeah,
8 fucking difference. I mean, like 8 views total of all my videos, probably 8.
I don't know what it is, man. And I get frustrated up there because it's like, you know how we work at comedy and like trying to make good shit, but someone to make just some dumb shit, man, or even take a joke that's been done over and over and over again, post it, and these 12-year-olds just go crazy. Just go wild. Yeah. And now this person has 2 million followers, and now they fucking getting reached out to fucking networks doing X, Y, and Z. So it's like the main thing I'm focused on is making sure that I don't allow that, because I know you can make. It's like I know that I can make a video that is relevant to this younger audience, like your daughter, who wants to be on the podcast right now. And you should let her come say hi to the people, man.
Say hi to the people.
Say hi, people. She's a little wired right now too. Like I ain't going.
She literally walked in and stood right here on outside the camera and was like, "Dad, how long have I been talking to him?" I'm just like, I'm in the middle of a podcast.
She got that second. You know how kids catch that second wind before it's time for the bed?
Yeah.
Like wired. I can look in the eyes and tell, like, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like that fast person energy. What was I done lost train of thought. What was I talking about? Something with TikTok. TikTok. You know you can make a video that is basic like they're making and go viral, but you don't want to really drop your shit. To me, that's kind of like selling out. You don't really want to drop your quality.
Yeah, exactly. I want to do something bigger than what everybody else did. Yeah.
Then meet your own standard. And I have to constantly remind myself of that weekly. Like, okay, remember what you're doing this for. You're not doing this for the most people. You're not trying to get 10 million followers. If that happens, cool. But like, You're not trying to play the quantity game of like, let me try to appeal to as many people as possible. You're trying to find that one pocket of people who resonates with your shit, who are going to be your true fans that carry you to the next level. You're not trying to make 13-year-olds who's laughing at fucking Nickelodeon slime time. You know what I mean? You're not entertaining their audience. So, but it's tough though, man. When you see the guys out there just doing any random thing that pop into their mind, get view after view after view after view.
I tell any female that's listening to our or viewing this podcast, if this ever gets seen. But if you want to have a good popping TikTok, I'm just go on TikTok and show a titty one time. Yeah. Guarantee, all your videos are gonna blow up. That one video is gonna what's your name? All you gotta do is go put a bunch of videos up. Yeah. And then after you get 10 videos in, pop a titty out. Yeah. And then you get all these followers and views on that one, and then they automatically go to your page and watch everything else, and all those will go up. Yeah.
Yeah. Now TikTok's gonna take that video down very, very quickly. But the thing is, these chicks on OnlyFans, that brings up a really good subject. These chicks, I don't know, you familiar with OnlyFans?
And bro, they are caking.
They're making so much money, man.
I got me an OnlyFans.
I wanted to start one, but I didn't want niggas to think I was just shaking ass. Because OnlyFans ain't just for nudes. OnlyFans is literally, you have some type of content that is exclusive for your fans that have to pay for it. It's just bots took over. And now OnlyFans is synonymous with nudes. But there's chefs up there sharing recipes, all types of people. But it's not, it'll be one thing if like there's only like a handful of chicks who are making a living off there. But it's all types of women, like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of women are making a full-time living just showing droopy ass titties, bro. Like it's not even the baddest chicks. It's just the average chick you see at Walmart.
Yep.
Galaxy S3 taking pics and they get $20 a month to do them sad ass titties. I don't understand it. I really don't get it. You know, I do get the appeal. I get the appeal because it is essentially what you're really paying for is access. So like if you watch a porno, right, you're watching someone, a random chick or like a porno star who you have no access to. If you comment on the video, she's not going to see it. And even if she does, she's not going to respond to it, right? OnlyFans, part of the deal is if you talk to me, I'm going to talk back. If you make a request, I may honor that request. You want me to write your name on my nipple? I'll write it. This big ass areola. I'll do it. I don't care. So it's like you have a relationship. It's a stronger connection with the person who's creating the content. And that's why. But the funny thing is, no man I know, there's no man on earth who admits to paying for OnlyFans. I see a lot of people talking about it who would admit to paying for it. Plenty of dudes admit to watching porn. Plenty of guys watching porn.
But then I admit to like, I personally do. I pay for somebody.
Yeah.
I pay all the time.
But obviously, a lot of men are doing it.
Yeah.
Because the OnlyFans is cheap. It's like $10 a month for some places. But yet, like some chick over there, she's making $27,000 per week.
What's her name? Lisa Aries?
I don't know what her name is, but that's a lot of money. And for $10 a month, that's a lot of people to be bringing in $27,000.
Yes. Lisa Aries, she's a porn star chick. But it's not even she's like porn star. She's porn horrific, if that's a real word. She's porn horrific. She does OnlyFans thing, and she was the first one to hit $1 million on the joint. $1 million for showing a titty.
Titties ain't worth $1 million, man.
With titties and ass, and she sucks it.
None of that, even the combination. It ain't
worth. Yeah, right. She does a lot.
That's why porn stars aren't making that much money, man. I still don't even know what the business model is for like Bang Bros and shit. Like, cause all I see is like, what do you need an hour-long porn for? Who's jerking their dick for an hour?
Because I'm sure they are drinking. I'm sure they are drinking. They done in 6 minutes.
It's too long for my ass. Like, I don't need that.
Exactly.
how are you making money? Like all this free content, I don't get who's paying the fucking subscription service. I saw a comment the other day, dude. It was like, why are people paying for OnlyFans? And one guy was like, I know he didn't intend for it to mean this, but one guy was like, because we just want to see some new content. And I was like, do you know how much porn is that? What do you mean you want to see some? This is like a Netflix series, binge.
This ain't a carryover.
How much porn are you watching, bro? This new.
Yeah, bro.
I think and it's a real big problem, dude. If you ever go on Reddit and you look at, I think the no fat is what it's called, the no fat Reddit forum, dudes out here jerking 8 times a day. And I'm like, whoa. But I think the problem comes in where when people get addicted, for people like you and I, we didn't, you probably didn't get exposed to porn until you were a little older. At least probably mid to late teens. Probably not 7 years old.
Oh, no, not 7, but maybe.
For me, I was probably 13, 14.
Oh, no, I was probably 10. And again, you got to remember, I'm older than you. So we used to watch, and the reason why is one of those things that you watch it because you're not supposed to. Yeah. So now if you're not supposed to, why can't I see it? Let me go. Yeah. I need to understand why I can't see it. But we used to have Cinemax, and it was Friday after dark. So Cinemax on Fridays is when they start showing soft porn. And it was always stuff with stories, and then when sex was coming because the music changed. Okay. It would just be like a regular scene, just hand me some wine, yeah. All of a sudden, smashings happen.
Yo, I used to watch the channel where it's for us, I think it was channel 13. It was distorted. You couldn't see an image. It was very fuzzy color.
Yeah.
You could hear it. And if you really stared, if you just meditated
hard enough,
you could see
the whole picture together.
You can see it. We used to do that. But the thing is, the reason why I think the difference between your situation watching at 10 years old and people now is you didn't have any control over that. So you had to wait for Cinemax to play that, right?
Yeah.
Or someone who's 7, my 5-year-old nephew can operate an iPad fine, whatever he's looking for.
Yeah.
Guy who's 7, 8 years old, 9 years old, who can work a computer, can watch as much as they want to. And that shit it rewires your brain, man. It's
you
just become addicted because you get exposed to some foul shit at a very early age that you should not be looking at. And yeah, I didn't know it was such a big problem. I used to hear people get addicted to porn. What are you talking about? You can't get addicted to porn. What are you addicted to porn for? Football relationships. There's people, man, who would rather beat their meat than have sex with their woman. Who in football relationships, they rather jerk it off and go have sex. And it's that's a big problem.
You can put your dick right in, but you rather pull it yourself.
Yeah. That's what
it's Those probably the same people that's paying for feet videos. Because you got a lot of these porn chicks, they got 2 separate pages. They got one that says it's their page. You see that body and all that. And then they got one that says Jane Doe's feet. You click on that, you're like, what? And a page full of her feet, different toenail polish, and she's rubbing her feet like this.
I don't get that shit. If you got a foot fetish like that, bro, you shouldn't reproduce. Don't make no more of them niggas. Don't make no more of them dudes who just I've never got hard off a toe, bro. They ain't never me. I don't understand it. I don't know, man. It's for OnlyFans, I commend the chicks who are doing it. I think it ain't the best thing in the world, obviously. Because it's it's kind of like alcohol, right? So you selling alcohol, on the one hand, you're selling alcohol to people who are trying to have a good time, but you're also selling alcohol to people who are beating their wives' ass when they get home because they got a drinking problem, right? When it comes to OnlyFans, it's you can't even make that argument. You can't even say there's some good dudes who have OnlyFans. If a guy is paying to see your titties, that is someone who has a problem. You know what I mean? He has a problem. That's my thing with it. My issue isn't with the women at all. It's just you have to acknowledge that you're getting money from somebody's debility. You're like a titty drug dealer. That's what you are.
And I think the good ones are the ones that start you off. They have like a huge Instagram following. Mm-hmm. And then what they do on there is they show you just enough for you not to see nothing, to make you want to see, like, well, what exactly is it? Got to be something. And they'll be like, or they go like this. They'll pull it down and be like, and they go, boop, follow my OnlyFans page and see the rest. Yeah. So these dudes out there, they're probably like, all right, let me see how much it is. Yeah. Swipe up. Free, I can subscribe for free. Okay, do the free. Mm-hmm. Now 30 days go by, you forget. Bam, $10. Well, now you've seen it today.
So the thing is, that's way too specific because I feel like you was the motherfucker who got suckered into that process.
Like I knew too much.
Way too much information. Because I didn't even know they had like the free thing, but that makes sense. Yeah, they're fucking, and then there's women who are in relationships, married, and they husbands just fucking recording for them. Yep, recording the content. I don't know, man. It ain't for me. If you're doing it, more power to you. Hopefully, the people who are paying for it get help at some point. Because obviously, there's an issue going on. There's no healthy personality of a man who is out here just paying to see titties. That if you're that healthy, you see it in real life.
And I wonder what women are paying for it. Oh, yeah, because it don't make sense. It don't make sense for women to pay for it.
Yeah, well, I heard that I've talked to women who said like they prefer to watch female porn for whatever reason. I don't know, like heterosexual women. Like when they watch porn, it's like girl on girl, which don't make a lick of sense to me. Which means that women most likely watch porn differently than men. Because when men watch porn, we're playing the role of the guy who is, clapping cheeks. We're that person. And, unless like his meat is that much bigger than yours and it's fucking with you, like, I can't even pretend to be this motherfucker. Yeah. I need someone who grew with me.
So then you end up being gay because now you're typing in, now you do a search for small dicks. Yeah.
Inch penis, cloud, so I can pretend like it's.
Yeah.
But
I gotta go back and revisit this part. That's going on stage. Yeah, the whole subject going on stage. I already talked about some on stage, talking about you watch porn too much, and then you jerk off, and then right when you get to your point, the screen change. Screen change to him. Like, he's like, oh no, it's too late.
Now you gave for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Now you got to wonder why I bust harder than I've ever bust before when that screen changed. Yeah. And you question your own sexuality.
Yeah.
Oh man. Nah, it's what ruined porn for me is there was.
So your family member?
Nah, it was a situation where I think it was a tweet, and the guy was like, "If you're watching porn, you ever seen those pornos where there's like a guy just in the room? There's just like another dude there. He ain't fucking.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Right? It's like maybe a man and he's watched her get fucked, and maybe sometimes you see that guy sitting there beating off while he's watching them, and it's like you're that guy when you're watching porn.
Yes,
you're the guy in the room watching them have sex beating your dick, and I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. I want to be that guy. I'm not the guy I want to be.
I'll be the other guy.
Yeah, I want the guy with the 9-inch the joint. I don't want to be
Yeah.
I don't ever want to. That's nothing in the room for me. When I watched when I was young, I thought that I had small meat because I was like, you see 20 videos of guys. I'm like, is this what niggas just walking around with? Niggas walking around with shit like this. You're not thinking you're like watching the NBA athletes of dicks, right? You're not thinking
exactly
at the mall. That they
pull somebody they just pull it over. They get in truck.
Yeah, so now I'm peeing all extra close to the urinal and shit. Older you realize like, oh no, those are fucking anomalies. These motherfuckers.
Yeah. I don't don't even like porn.
It ain't good for you, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, all right, whatever. One's on turn.
I mean, you got decades in the game, bro. You started at 10, so you probably.
Yeah. Porn bored me. Too long. It's like, it's funny now because if I do see one, I like the ones with a story. Like, I don't. Yeah, the sex one, the sex part of it. Whatever. Yeah. How did you get to this point? That's what interests me.
Yeah, you want the people to live in shit.
What do you do for a living? Why you chose this house to come plumbing at? You know, what's wrong with
I hate the acting because I'm like, none of them act.
Yeah,
like a porno try to act and it's goofy.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like saying lines like, "How can you not make that believable?" Like, it's a simple ass line. Why are you sounding so forced right now? You know, a lot of them do it because they want to become actresses.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Simple line. The line is that my suitcase? So all they have to say is, talk normal. Wait a minute, is that my suitcase, Bob? Yeah. They be like, oh my goodness, oopsies. Is that my suitcase? We're like, oopsies. And oh no, is that my suitcase? Let me bend over and get it.
Yeah. It's all that. And that may be one of the appeals of OnlyFans too, because it takes away like that. It doesn't seem as distant. Like, you know, these chicks are performing, but OnlyFans is like, oh, this is like the girl next door. This is a more accessible person that I can. I don't know.
This is the cashier down the street.
Say it again?
I said, they're like, this is the cashier down the street at the Piggly Wiggly.
Doing OnlyFans?
See? Yeah.
I don't want to know Piggly Wiggly titties, bro. I already know bad content. She got a discount code right now on her page. She's trying to get as many people as possible.
Y'all got Piggly Wigglies there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We ain't got nothing up here.
No, it's not. It's not the place for me.
Yeah, I just know the Piggly Wiggly, so I tried to reference something you would know.
Well, you did a good job. Did your homework.
That's yeah. Because come from traveling around doing comedy.
That's a Piggly Wiggly. Nah, if you can chick work at Piggly Wiggly, I don't want no parts. They make STDs there at Piggly Wiggly. I'm good on that. But yeah, man, I was watching Catfish with my girl not so long ago, and there was this dude up there. He didn't have OnlyFans. I think the episode was before OnlyFans, but he made content for gay men. He claimed to be straight, but he knew he had a gay audience, and he would just take nudes for them. The question is that gay or not? Clearly know where I stand, but I want to ask you, do you think that is gay or is that just an entrepreneur? Or both?
I think it's both.
Because
Because the real me would say, yeah, it's gay.
Yeah.
What? But then I try to look at the hustle side of it. I mean, he's trying to get his hustle on. Yeah. And he's just doing what he got to do. But again, his thing is different from my thing. I'm not trying to perform just to get paid.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make nobody think of something that I'm not, just so I can get paid.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't see a straight guy. I don't see a guy who is, if you think of sexuality like a spectrum, but that's like the conversation people have now. It's like, it's not just gay or straight. There's a spectrum that exists, like bi people right in between. There's some dudes are right here, and like the most masculine straight dudes are right here. I don't think a guy who was like fully straight is taking no fucking, is not making content to make a gay audience happy. Doesn't mean that, a straight man has any problem with gay people. Not at all. It just means like I'm not taking my dick out and jerking it because I know a gay dude is watching that.
So is that what it is? He's doing something like that?
I don't remember exactly what he was doing, but I do know it was some graphic shit.
Which one did you watch?
I don't know. It was just Catfish. It was a light-skinned dude on Catfish. The episode of Catfish was...
I thought you were saying, I was trying to catch you. See, you said, hey, I watched like 3 of them.
Nobody was trying to catch me or something. Nah, it was a real Catfish, man. I was watching it. Catfish is a good-ass show. I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know about that. Me and my girl were trying to debate whether or not he was gay or straight. I was just He's 1,000% gay. And he did it to himself. But it's open to interpretation.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Something else we have to make sure we do with our other podcast is introduce ourselves.
Oh yeah, we do gotta introduce ourselves. Well, listen, people, if y'all don't know already, I am Marquette of the Marquette Effect, right? Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere, the Marquette Effect. And this big gentleman sitting to my left is
your boy, comedian Boogie here.
Yeah, man, I think it was the first good episode, man. I think we'll probably keep it for about an hour, not like long 3 hours, nothing like that, since we're doing it at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
We both gotta work. So an hour discussion is fine. But
and then the whole time I'm doing the job, I'm trying not to yawn.
Yeah.
So my eyes will get watery.
Yeah. I caught you a couple times. I caught myself too. I was like, oh yeah, people gonna know we tired. I'm more like a morning. I'm not a night owl at all, man. That's one of the main reasons why I didn't want to do stand up. Other than like having
it's late nights.
Yeah, man, because I'm like, I can get up early as shit, but staying up late, I get agitated. Like you saw me on set, or at least I told you about it. I was like, I fucked up a line, and somebody else fucked up a line. I was like, like, just get this shit right. But
I still think it's funny when Gail and Sheldon was like, dude, you're gonna be so mad. You're gonna be so mad. I'm like, for what? And it was like, or if anybody out there watching it don't realize, this is a movie that we were in called Thankful for My Family. And he was like, dude, you be so mad because the girls killed the lines. And then you was in the scene. He said, but you was sleeping. I said, oh, no, I was good. I mean, I was hyped. He was a monster. He said, no, your eyes showed it. And when they said that and showed that movie, bro, and I was sitting like,
yo, you remember when I can tell the exact moment when they started using footage for when everybody was tired. At the scene where we were all at the dinner table.
At the table, yeah.
Right before the fight scene.
Mm-hmm.
The fight scene was the last thing we did that night. We got it in one take, and everybody was surprised. But like I remember Miguel being like super, like he wasn't hype anymore. He was holding the camera like this.
Yeah.
There's one shot with me and Hillary talking to each other, and it looks weird as shit. It looks nothing like the rest of the movie. And it's because he was just holding the camera like this and not giving the fuck no more.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of other scenes like that around the same point where I was like, oh, they just were getting sloppy here because
camera ain't straight.
Tired, man. And like I was telling my boy, I was like, man, that's how I knew I liked acting more than I realized because I didn't mind being stand up there. Doing anything else, I would have been very mad. Even though I was mad on set, I would have been extremely upset if there was anything else. But I told him that it's hard work because what made it agitating and what made me realize it was hard work is I was trying to get perspective. Like, okay, let's say you have a big role and you're probably going to get 3 hours of sleep that night because you're still 3 a.m. and then you got to get right back up at 6 a.m. to start shooting again.
Yeah.
And then you got these other people here who got one line to fucking movie. And now it's their time to say their line, and they can't get the shit. They're fucking it up.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know that every time they fuck it up, that's another 5-10 minutes of sleep you're losing because they can't get the
Yes. Good job.
And that annoyed me so much. It annoyed me so much. And I try not to let it annoy me like that because I'm like, okay, because you can just see someone not taking something seriously. Like you can read in their face and their body. Like I could see the conversation people were having. I could see the way they were even looking. I'm like, you're not taking this seriously. And that's fine. It would be fine if I wasn't losing sleep because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was taking like mini power naps in between takes.
Mm-hmm.
When they were setting up, I would go in my room and like try to sleep for like 10 minutes and then get back up and shoot again.
See, I couldn't do it because I was usually in between breaks helping somebody. So, I walk around trying to be a helpmate for people and like, you help your lines, you're scene coming up. I know the whole movie already. So I don't need no book. Let's go. Let me help your lines. So I was doing something like that. So even times I wanted to take a break, or that's when I took a chance to make a plate.
Yeah.
So it was
Definitely had to play
either
that game all the time.
yeah, that play was important. Like I just had to have I didn't care if no one's on it.
Yeah.
I just need to play. It's an accessory. So yeah, man. But this is actually we should actually maybe like on the second episode, maybe the third episode, like literally straight up. Today we're talking about things for my family on set, behind the scenes.
I wanted to do that for this episode, but I wanted to just try out I wanted to talk about things that we're probably wanted to have a feel that probably all the podcast episodes are going to have, which is just us shooting the shit. I didn't want to do like a special segment on the first episode. But yeah, the second or third, my thing is like, I want to do 3 of these. So we're going to do 3, right? And after we do the third one, we're going to assess like, okay, do we like doing it? Is doing it at 9 o'clock too late? Are we too tired? We have too many distractions. Do we feel like we got the chemistry that will work for a podcast? Like, how does that work? But I want to it's important for me to get 3 attempts in first before we make that decision. After those 3, or even within those 3, like the second one, we can talk about that with my family. That's fine. That could be the subject we start with. They're probably going to be the entire episode for the podcast. We probably can make it an entire episode for the podcast. There's a lot to talk about.